In Hindu mythology, there is a story about somebody called Prahlad. Prahlad's dad was a demon, and his dad's sister was equally a demon as well. And Prahlad, however, whilst that's how he was born, he was absolutely devoted to Narayan, so absolutely devoted to Vishnu. And they hatched a plot to get rid of him, so hatched a plot to kill him. And she said, you know, I'll get into the fire because fire won't kill me. And he'll burn to death. Except it didn't, because he knew that he was always going to be protected, and he knew that he was always going to be safe. And in the end, the one that he was devoted to was there to save him. Okay, so when we have a one-pointed devotion towards an object, a person, a philosophy, a community, with that comes an unshakable belief that your back will always be covered. Now, to have that level of a belief so that even when you're triggered, your stress response will not kick in, because you will be able to divert your mind, the old paradigm, back into the present, and you'll be able to consciously respond that whatever it is that needs your response, you will be able to consciously respond, but only proportionate to whatever is required towards that. So it will not be a reaction where, when we react, why do we react? We react because we feel threatened, we feel unsafe, we feel we're in danger. Our parasympathetic system goes down, the sympathetic system goes up, and we are in flight, fight, the stress mode. And in that stress mode, we're not able to think rationally. But when you have this singular devotion, and you're absolutely devoted, and you know as a result of your devotion that I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, either that, or you just completely have a sense of levity, because that belief in something outside of you, that philosophy or that sense of community, gives you levity. With levity, you're able to sink in to a deeper experience into your meditative self, because as soon as you're able to emotionally regulate, so your emotions are under control, your response to life is conscious, you can then sit back and actually experience why we are human and not animals. You can actually experience the humanity in you, gradually move that onto the divinity in you, and ultimately you experience the infinity in you. And it's not just words, right? You actually you will go through that experience. And this is where you have great saints and sages. They weren't off their trolley to write the things that they did. One of the most recent religions, like the Sikh religion, and we hear of Guru Gobind bursting into Shabad, or into this beautiful glory that he is singing of the unseen. And it is through this regulating themselves and the penance that they went through towards just realizing themselves, and then they got to that point. Unfortunately, religion came out of it, because religion has nothing to do with these things, but it's the habit of it's a habit of mankind, that anything that sounds like something we can buy into and live our life by, we make a religion out of it. But you don't need to make a religion, neither do you need to make any philosophy out of it. Eventually, it is what it is. The truth is what it is, right? You'll either be hearing it from X, Y, or Z, but it's there. It's unchangeable. We can't change it. We can't change the fact that we will never stop existing. We can't change that. We are immortal. We are infinite. Like I said in my other videos, what is finite is our body. What is finite is the mind. What is finite is our karma, because that'll just go. It'll go. As soon as you realize I'm not the body and I'm not even what's attached to it, your karma, it just goes. Will it just disappear overnight? Maybe. But what's more plausible is that you will receive situations through which you're going to have to work through that. And as you carry out more benevolent acts of kindness and you do things that would match the vibration of whatever you have bought into, which is a higher vibe towards spiritual awakening, or you're already awakened, that in itself will have the power to reduce the impact of past impressions, therefore reduce the impact of your karma, and increase the impact of your devotion, increase the impact of these other acts of benevolence that you're doing, which will lead you to believe that I am abundance. I am spirit incarnate. This is my vessel through which I experience the infinity of spirit. Lots of love. Don't forget to subscribe.